So here's Nymeria. She's my little, well, she's just about 5 months old. She was born June 3rd, yes, June 3rd of this year. She came to me at about 80 grams, about 20 inches even. So I got her April 26th, either May or June, don't remember exactly, I'll have to look. But I got her when she was about a month old, so she was a big baby. A month old, 20 inches, and 80 grams. She is now about 24, 25 inches long and 108 grams as of her last weighing. She is eating one hopper mouse every 14 days. She was eating every 10 days, but she was growing incredibly rapidly. Grew 4 inches in 2 months. And she was getting kind of chubby, like you couldn't see her muscles like this. And she had a big back end. Looked like she was constantly getting ready to poop, even though she wasn't. So I went from 10 days. Her next feeding was 12 days later. And after that, I started implementing 14 days. She's a little Sunglow Boa, 66% pos het anery. So she proves out, if I do plan on breeding her in the future, I can make some snows. Don't expect her to be big enough to breed till she's 4.5, 5 years old. She'll probably be 6, 7 feet by then if I had to guess. Because I plan on slow growing her. I don't think she'll grow as fast as Cloud, because I'm not going to make that mistake again. He reached 5'10", 5'11" at 2.5 years old, and he reached 6 foot even at 3 years. But I was feeding him mostly every 5 to 7 days until he was 2.5 years old, with the very occasional 2-week feeding. Then there was a period in time where he was supposed to be on mediums, but I thought I'd jump him up to larges, and it turns out the pet store's larges were actually jumbo sized, and yeah, that made him jump up really quickly, because he was only 5 foot, a couple inches over 5 foot at 2 years old. So at 2.5 years old, he grew over half a foot, even though his growth should have slowed down by then. Because during his second year, after he turned 1, before he turned 2, he was growing an average of 1 inch every week. He would grow 3 to 4 inches every 3 weeks, so averaged out it would be 1 inch a week, but he wouldn't necessarily grow 1 inch in a week. Just within that time frame, he would grow 3 to 4 inches. So I don't think I'll be seeing this growth from her, that kind of growth from this girl, but I think my favorite patterns are the, oh, she lost her grip. Are the two saddles she has right here that are really close together compared to the others. She'll turn her body and show them off. Come on. You grip with your tail. Yeah. That's what that thing is for, is gripping. She's being very strange. Okay, here we go. They look a lot further spaced apart now that she's older. Here they are. They look like they were pretty much touching before, but you can see they have a little bit of space. As you can see, she's pure muscle on the schedule I've got her on. And kind of right here you can see her red sides coming out really well. In person, there's a very marked difference between her sides and her top, which is showing up actually a lot better here in a video, and her tail especially. It's not so good in this lighting because it yellows everything out, but come here. Okay, there she is. She's very pale. Her head is very pink. Sides are pink. Her saddles are orange. And her diamonds are very reduced. So far, I have 2 snakes in shed, and she's kinda looking like she's going to go in shed, but could just be the lighting. She's albino, so it's kinda hard to tell until she actually gets further into her shed cycle. She's only shed once with me. I've had her end of the month, 3 months, so maybe 2.5 months so far. She shed once, and that was a month in after I had her. So yeah, that's Nymeria. I'll get a better video of her when I get an actual camera. Say bye.